This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Watching an action film can rarely be followed by a thorough analysis of its content and the origin of its elements. In that sense, such analysis can be made either in historical films or comedy films that ridicule other movies in different genres. One of the exceptions to the previous statements is the Matrix trilogy directed by Larry and Andy Wachowski. The Matrix, Reloaded, and The Matrix, Revolution, all of which gained a cult status among fans, was distinguished by the fact that in addition to being action film, it has many references which were interconnected in the film's context, rather than merely referring to popular works. Greek mythology is one of the themes that the Matrix trilogy referred to constantly. This paper analyzes the mythological references in the trilogy which are related to the subject of Greek myths. Analysis. One of the direct references to Greek mythology in the Matrix trilogy was the usage of Greek gods' names. The mythology of these gods in some cases was associated with events developed in the plot. An example of such reference is Morpheus, one of the main characters in the film, and a Greek god of dreams. The parallel can be seen in that Morpheus in the mythology sent not only dreams but also illusions, and in the film, Morpheus released Neo from the Matrix, that is from the world of illusions. Another character in the film is the oracle Pythia. In Greek mythology, Pythia is the most celebrated of the Greek oracles, the Delphic oracle. In 1855, Bulfinch's Mythology by Thomas Bulfinch. A priestess was appointed whose office it was to inhale the hallowed air, and who was named the Pythia. She was prepared for this duty by the previous ablution at the fountain of Castalia, and being crowned with laurel was seated upon a tripod similarly adorned, which was placed over the chasm whence the divine afflatus proceeded. Her inspired words while thus situated were interpreted by the priests. The parallel can be seen quite obviously, where the oracle in the film foretold the future, was consulted by king's priests, and also was sitting on a three-legged stool. Persephone in Greek mythology was the daughter of Zeus and Demeter. She was abducted by Hades, the lord of the underworld. In the film, Persephone is the wife of the Merovingian, which is also an allusion although not to Greek mythology. In the film and the mythology, Persephone was not happy with her marriage. Further, it can be assumed that the Merovingian is Hades who controls the dead in the mythology and control the exiles from the machine world in the film. In Greek mythology, Persephone also helped Hercules by loaning him Cerberus, the three-headed dog that guarded the entrance of the underworld. In the film, Persephone helped Neo to free the Keymaker. It can be seen that the Keymaker provided access to the Matrix, while Cerberus guarded the access to the underworld. In mythology, Hercules was on a quest to complete the 12 labors, and in the film, Neo was on a quest to destroy the Matrix. The name of the ship in the trilogy, Icarus, is also connected to Greek mythology, where Icarus was the son of Daedalus, a skillful architect, who gave his son wings connected with wax. Ignoring the advice of his father to fly low, Icarus flew upward and the wax on his wings melted down, resulting in his fall. Similarly, the ship in the film was destroyed. It can be seen that through the usage of Greek names, the film not only referred to Greek mythology but also the events were also paralleled in both cases. Additionally, there were many references to Greek mythology which did not have parallels with the events of the films. Such references include Ajax, the captain of the ship Icarus, and a Greek hero, Caduceus, a ship in the trilogy, and a rod entwined with two serpents which Hermes, the son of Zeus and Maia and the messenger to all other gods, bore in his hands, Niobe, a character in the trilogy, and the Queen of Thebes. In general, the trilogy has a distinct theme that can be traced in many Greek myths, which is the inevitability of fate. Taking for example the myth of Jason and the Argonauts, Peleus, who overthrew his brother Aeson, was fearful that Jason, the son of Aeson, would overthrow him. Tracing the myth, neither the prediction of the oracle nor his precautions could change Pelias's fate. The same can be seen through the Matrix trilogy, where such elements as the oracle's prophecy, Morpheus's prophecy, and the anagram of Neo being the One, all pointed to the fact that fate could not be changed. Additionally, the theme of fate was explored by the dialogue with the architect explaining why he rebuilt the first Matrix. The inevitability of its doom is as apparent to me now as a consequence of the imperfection inherent in every human being. Thus I redesigned it based on your history to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature. Conclusion. It can be seen through the analysis that although there are many pure allusions to Greek mythology, many serve concrete purposes in exploring the plot of the movie. Other references, which are not related strictly to Greek mythology, can be seen in the image of the hero who discovers his purpose, the theme of the protagonist's love who died and then was saved, the theme of betrayal, and the theme of destiny. All of these themes were explored, in one way or another, in other mythical, religious, and philosophical works and cannot be said to be related specifically to a particular genre. The main point in the references being made in a particular movie is the purpose they serve, and in that sense, it can be said that in the Matrix trilogy, these references served their purpose perfectly. Did you like this The Matrix Trilogy and Greek Mythology comparison sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the free database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs, without even having to register.